With that being said, welcome to the new show on the block. Touching every topic, guaranteed to make it hot. Run them Phillip River spirals to girly running the rock. Run them lake show dunks to them game winning shots. It's a lock, it's a fact that we only spitting facts. Like who wreck a finna flop and who stay on top of that. Who the hottest of the month and who really spitting trash. Don't stress, just guess. This your favorite podcast. Everything should be dead after.
That's what he said.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on what time it is, wherever you are in the world listening to us right now. I am Francisco, your host with the most, aka defective_TDK on the IG, and I'm cooling with my co-host.
What's up, everybody? It's Daniel, aka Lord Pretty Rocco on that IG.
And you are now tuned in to episode 76 of
With That Being Said.
Episode 76, and it's special because it's another Saturday episode.
It is a Saturday episode.
Friday was a bit busy, but it's also special because it's February 29th.
February 29th. You can't say that every year.
No, you can. Matter of fact, it feels like you can only say it once every 4 years.
Once every 4 year, and if that year could be divided by 4. So some...
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Just a fun fact for everybody.
Yeah. So we have an extra day this year, man. You gotta make the most of it.
Exactly.
You got another 24, man. What are we gonna do with this glorious day today?
Honestly, get lit.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Honestly, I don't think I'm doing much today. I'm not feeling it.
You're not feeling it?
Yeah.
It's an extra day, bro.
I know, but I was drinking a little bit yesterday.
Oh, so you're recovering.
I had a long day at work, and then once I got home,
You're drawing your sorrows.
I started cooking a little. No, I didn't say all that. Said I started cooking, and I opened up a 12-pack, and then
you open up another 12-pack.
By the time you done cooking, the games are on, so you watching the games. Like, well, I can't. I need a drink in my hand if I'm gonna enjoy these games, And before you know it, White Claw's the law, baby.
White Claw's the law. You're hella hydrated, huh? You were hella hydrated.
So at first, initially, I was like, oh, it's my day off, and it's the 29th, and it's an extra day. You got to make the most of it.
Definitely.
Let's go out and get it today.
Yeah.
But right now, it doesn't feel that way.
It's all good.
Maybe later I'll look up some motivational videos.
Or drink a Red Bull, you'll be all right.
Yeah. Or Lord knows, pour some Crown Royal in my Coke, and we'll see how the day goes.
Fall back asleep.
Nah, I really should do some cleaning or something. It should be productive today.
Should be. Let's see if it actually is.
What about you, mister?
I did all my stuff yesterday.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
So there's nothing on today's agenda?
I mean, I just I have a party later tonight. But
that doesn't count. I'm talking about being productive.
Being productive?
Yeah.
Nothing. I might go to the mall, buy a shirt for the party tonight.
Wow. I'll go with you. I'll go with you to the mall. I don't got spending money, but it doesn't cost much to window shop. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't cost. Not at all.
Not at all. That shit free 99, man. So hopefully everybody makes the most of their Saturday, February 29th. The last day of Black History Month.
Yes.
What? I know you want to say it. I wasn't going to say it, but I know you want to say it.
Look, honestly, I was talking to Garrett, Section 300. We were watching the fight.
Shout out G. Shout out Alec. What up, boys?
Yeah, he said that Black History Month was canceled.
Okay, just make it clear. He said that. You didn't say that.
I didn't say that. I can't say that.
He said that.
But I agreed. I was like, damn, I think we should end it on this.
No, so don't agree with him. He can say that. You can't say that. Don't agree with him. You know what? One thing that bothered me was because it was Black History Month, like you want to focus on all the positivity that African Americans have done, and throughout history they've had so many achievements, so many inventions, and they just affected the world. Obviously, everybody tries to profit off of their culture and stuff like that. They're just so important to pop culture and stuff like that. It really bothered me that it felt like there was so much bullshit celebrity beef between Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill and these housewives of wherever girls.
Fucking fella, whatever.
Yeah, it just felt like there was a lot.
Uh-huh.
Maybe because I was thinking like, oh, Black History Month, but it felt like it was a lot every day posting and going back and forth. And I was just like, this should not be the stuff.
Instead of celebrating the culture.
Yeah, which every day, every culture should be celebrated. But I'm saying, obviously, there's an emphasis on February.
Yeah.
And it's like, it just felt extra like that stuff was coming across my timeline. I'm like, this is some bullshit. Like,
hey, do we have a
honestly, we probably do. I have no idea.
Month?
I think we do. I'm almost 100% sure we do. I just don't know what
I
month
don't
it
know
is.
what month it is.
You know why, Danny?
Why?
Because for me, every day is Latino
That's true.
Heritage Day.
Very true.
Especially on February 29th because we get an extra day. So we going up today.
Let's
That's what I'm
go.
going to do today, Danny. I'm
We
going to be
going up?
productive about my Latino heritage. So on Instagram all day, you're going to see a bunch of stuff.
A bunch of Spanish memes.
And
you're gonna
yeah, that's how I'm going to celebrate.
You're gonna ja all day.
A bunch of Bad Bunny memes or whatever the fuck. Didn't he put out artwork and release date for an album?
He released an album last night, actually.
Oh, the album's out.
He just released it out of nowhere.
Okay.
Yeah,
Have we listened to it, Daniel?
Not really. I kind of into the first couple songs.
But you're a big Bad Bunny guy, no?
Yeah, I like him. He's cool.
El Conejo Malo.
El Conejo Malo. I was busy yesterday, and like his music, I think he puts out content. Like I liked the themes in his music. So I actually want to sit. It's one of those I want to sit down, put some headphones on, and actually like listen through it.
Okay, for sure. I'd be lying to you guys if I said I was gonna give it a chance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, but I can't sit and judge and say he doesn't have content. So for all you guys that do enjoy it, go ahead. Fucking Latino Heritage Day every day. You feel me?
Yeah,
go ahead and be about that life.
I got it.
Let's talk about some music. Let's celebrate some anniversaries, Daniel.
All right.
First off, we gotta go. We gotta go back. We going back. This first project is of age. This first project, when I go to the bar, it can come in with me now.
It can come in with you?
Yeah, because it's
21?
21 years old. Okay, it's a savage. 21. We talking about Slim Shady LP. It was released February 23rd, 1999. Yo, this shit just made me realize my little brother's turning 21 this year. He was born 99.
Fuck.
Side note, we going up for his birthday.
We're going up.
Side note. But the Slim Shady LP had songs, very, very recognizable music, I'm sure. The annoying anthem that is My Name Is. What? My Name Is.
Who?
My Name Is. Chicka Chicka Slim Shady. Honestly, if you didn't like that song, I know you were annoyed by it.
Oh, for sure.
Like, it is an annoying anthem. And it was everywhere. It was controlling the radio waves. It was controlling MTV. Like, it was fucking everywhere. You had the Guilty Conscious, classic song, Eminem, Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Classic. The idea behind the song is just, come on.
Yeah.
That concept of good versus bad. You mentioned Bad Meets Evil.
Yeah.
With Royce. You said that's the first time that they hooked up?
That's the first time they hooked up, yeah, officially.
You have Brain Damage, Just Don't Give a Fuck, As the World Turns. I mean, come on. It's one of my favorite Eminem albums, for sure. Definitely one that I can't listen to it today because today's Latino Heritage Month.
Yeah.
But throughout the week, maybe I'll go back and visit it. You know what I'm saying?
Because White Heritage Day is like every day over here with these.
I mean, it is when you're in school and you're in history and you look through those books. Yeah, it's fucking White Heritage Month every fucking day. But February 23rd, 1999. It's crazy to think that just the next day, February 24th, 1999, we had a release that would affect the country. It would take over the world, essentially. I have to believe that in places like Senegal, Amsterdam, another place that I can't think of.
You're pretty worldly. I was impressed, and then you kind of
until I got to the third one.
You fumbled the bag. You fumbled the bag
somewhere else. This hit, and to call it a hit is essentially an understatement, was released the next day after the Slim Shady LP. We got Back That Ass Up.
Senegal, they're backing that ass up.
I'm sure. You don't think in Amsterdam they're backing that ass up?
No, they for sure are.
You don't think Denmark has ever backed that ass up?
Probably.
You don't think a fourth country has probably backed that ass up?
Insert country here. Insert
your own country here.
Yeah.
Oh, all my Latin countries, they backing that ass up, dog.
Yeah,
when Juvenile says they taking over for the 9-9, come on, son.
99, 2000s.
As soon as you hear, doom, 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 doom. Oh, you better get to the dance floor, dog, and you better get there quick because all the good spots is gonna be taken up if you take your time.
That's very true.
I don't care if you gonna spill your drink. I don't care if you're in line for the bathroom. You just gotta come Big Daddy when you back that ass up.
That's true.
Dog, a hit is an understatement, right?
Oh, understatement. No matter what time, what day somebody plays that, it's lit. If you're at the club, they can play that 3 times at night and you'll still be.
Oh, hell yeah. Back to back. It don't fucking matter. People
are
are climbing on couches,
Yeah.
doing the most. I guarantee, I didn't do my research, but I guarantee Ringtone Platinum. Had to be, right?
It had to be.
Had to be.
Had to be.
But let's go back a little or go forward. I don't know how the time travel thing works.
Well, time travel, you can travel forward or backwards, bro.
Yeah, but I was gonna say let's go back.
Uh-huh.
But this next project's a little bit younger, so would it be going forward? Because we're talking about 21-year-old projects.
Yeah, it would be going forward. Let's fast forward to like the future.
To 2015.
Okay, that's a lot younger.
That's a lot younger. This next project is only 5 years old. February 16th, 2015 was the release date for the third studio album by Big Sean, The Don.
The Dawn.
Dark Sky Paradise. Personally, my favorite Big Sean album.
Hey, I like this. I've always said that Big Sean has great mixtapes and whack albums, but this album I enjoyed.
Yeah, front to back, I enjoy this album thoroughly. And I like the fact that it came across my timeline as being the 5-year anniversary because it reminded me we're due for another Sean project.
It's about that time.
Yeah, he's definitely dropping this summer. Guaranteed. I have no doubt in my mind. Obviously, this album had I Don't Fuck With You, which was all over the radio.
Yeah.
Him and Efo. Blessings with Drake. Play No Games with Chris Brown and Ty Dolla $ign. All Your Fault with Kanye West. It was a really good project.
Yeah.
For anybody who's not a Big Sean fan, I was trying to convince them this would be my go-to. Just because I feel like Big Sean's one of those guys where in your mind you have an idea of who he is or what he sounds like, and that can be a reason why you don't want to give him a chance. I would say whatever your idea of him is, this album would probably push that narrative in a different direction. Mm-hmm. So definitely recommend Dark Sky Paradise. Big Sean, can't wait for you to drop this summer, boy. Let's get it. This last weekend when Daniel said Garrett sadly ended Black History Month.
Yeah.
It was due to the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight.
Yes.
Now, Danny, you were getting harassed a little bit online.
I was.
I saw.
They're coming at my head.
And I didn't like it. I didn't laugh.
But you didn't protect me. You didn't get my back.
Oh no, that's because I was in group chats behind your back.
Oh, okay.
Can you explain why you were getting harassed online?
I was getting harassed online because I called Wilder knockout. I called it. I said Wilder was gonna knock out Fury in like the mid to late rounds.
You took a stance.
I did. I took it, and you know what? We took the L.
Yeah.
Me, Wilder, the black community, we all took an L.
Okay.
We all took an L because that was tough. I mean, it was a great fight, but if you're rooting for Wilder, like that was rough. It was rough.
Well, that's my thing. Like, was it a great fight?
I thought it was a great. I mean,
I don't think it was a great fight.
The reason why I thought it was a great fight, number one, I was obviously going for Wilder, but I didn't expect this to happen. And I think, and in sports, when shit doesn't go as expected, I think it's amazing.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but to me, it's not that big of an upset.
It's not. It's not that it was an upset. It's that it was just unexpected. The way Fury beat him was unexpected. It was not how he was supposed to beat him.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't think so because their first fight, that's what was happening.
No.
Fury was dominating the whole fight.
Yes, but he didn't knock him out. He was just boxing him out. In this fight, the first thing Fury did was attack him aggressively.
Yeah, he was the bully.
He was the bully. He was bullying him. In the last fight, number one, Wilder was the bully. Fury was just moving around, boxing him.
How can you say Wilder's the bully when he was getting dominated?
He was getting outboxed. He wasn't getting he was getting outboxed.
Always. He's not a boxer. He's a brawler. He always gets outboxed.
Exactly. So
Fury, that's why I don't see what's surprising.
Fury was backing up. He was backing up in the first fight. He was aware of Wilder's right hand. Obviously, the whole fucking world is aware of his fucking right hand. So he was. I can't see if Fury was boxing scared, but he was boxing cautiously. He was getting in, backing up, jabbing, backing up. This time around, Fury was being aggressive. He was in there. He was in there like swimmer. He was not scared at all. And
well, you don't think the fact that he added those 40 pounds was telling you that he was going to be aggressive?
Yes and no, because to me, when he was saying that out, like when he was saying it publicly, like, "Oh, I'm gonna knock him out, or I'm gonna take the fight to him," I thought it was more of a mind game, just because I know how Fury is.
Okay.
I was like, okay. I was like, and to me, it didn't make sense. Like, you're not gonna win like that. Like, you're not gonna. How are you gonna outpunch the puncher? Like, that doesn't make any sense. But
He didn't. To me, he just outboxed him, which we already knew he was the better boxer. The only chance Wilder had, and I'm not saying only chance like it's a slim chance, because obviously we know when he connects, he does damage, was the knockout. That's the only way he was going to win. He was never going to outbox Fury. The reason why I don't think it was a great fight, and I was rooting for Fury. The reason why I don't think it was a great fight was because Fury bullied him the whole time. Like Deontay didn't do much, so it wasn't a back and forth.
I think and there was a point in time where I think between 2 rounds, I don't think Wilder landed a punch like in 2 rounds. Like it was bad. It was bad. Fury knocked him down in the third with that overhead punch right in the ear.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys remember, but that's the same punch that Andy Ruiz hit Anthony Joshua with. And after that punch, that fight was a wrap. And after this punch, this fight was a wrap.
Well, I would assume it throws off your equilibrium.
Definitely, his legs. On top of the fact that Wilder's not a square up, like he doesn't have that stance. He doesn't have those essentials of footwork. On top of that, he's not well balanced. Now your equilibrium is out of whack. That's a wrap.
Yeah, and then to see him sitting in the ring and like pretty much spitting up blood, it was devastating. They should have ended that fight a few rounds earlier. I think.
Yes, I agree. That fight should have ended at least 2 rounds earlier.
I mean, a lot of respect to Deontay Wilder, as he puts it, wanting to go out on his shield. I completely understand, that mind state, because so many boxers have that. But at the same time, nobody wants to see the worst happen.
Yeah.
Post fight.
No, that's what your corner's for. Your corner. That's their job.
So much respect to that corner for throwing in the towel. I understand why he was upset. I get it. But at the same time, he's looking at that fight from a different perspective. Yeah. And he knows all he needs is one shot, and he, in his heart, he believes he still could have landed it for sure. But for everybody outside of the ring who's looking at it differently, like I said, you don't want to see the worst happen.
Definitely not. But what's next with this? From what I read,
before we go anywhere,
go ahead.
Because I'm giving Deontay Wilder his props, his respect. Also, much love to Tyson Fury. I mean, I guess it's not a major upset, but I guess in the fashion that you won, you shocked the world, and you the top dog right now. As much respect and admiration I have for Deontay Wilder, your excuse is bullshit.
Oh my God.
If you guys saw the fight, if you guys saw the entrances, then you know what I'm talking about. He spent $40,000 on this costume to enter the ring. After the fight, he said that he had no legs underneath him because the outfit was so heavy. It was over 40 pounds. And that he had to wait around 15 minutes with it on. He had to walk into the ring. The mask he wore was restricting his air. I think your excuse is total bullshit. One, it's not the first time you ever wore it. You had to try it on. So you knew how much it weighed, and you had time to change things if you had to change things. Two, this isn't your first fight. You know how long it takes to get to the ring and climb in the ring. So it's up to you when you decide to put on that stupid-ass costume, which I thought was ridiculous. And then after that, people go and dig up an old interview that he had with Joe Rogan, where he says he trains with a vest that's 40 to 50 pounds. So it sounds like you're used to carrying around all this weight. Honestly, take your L, hold your L, and bounce back. Come back stronger than ever, and leave it at that. Don't give me no excuses, bro. I don't want to hear it.
Definitely. When I heard that too, I was like, at first, heard the 45-pound weight. I'm like, in reality, 45 pounds shouldn't make that much of a difference on your legs. It's not that much.
Yeah, I guess.
Second, when we saw that interview, it was bullshit, bro. We saw you get hit. We saw what happened. Exactly. Take your L. You got hit in the head. Fucked you up. Your legs were done. So that's it.
Yeah.
What can you do? Apparently he had a rematch clause in their contract.
Both of them did. Whoever lost.
So I think he immediately accepted that rematch clause, or he used it. I don't know what the fucking term is.
Exercise his right for the rematch.
But from what I'm reading and what I'm hearing from my sources, because I'm deeply in the boxing scene.
Oh, you connected?
I'm connected. Yeah. I think that Fury's camp will pay Wilder to sit out while they fight. Try to make a fight with Anthony Joshua, and then Wilder will probably get the winner of the Anthony Joshua Fury fight.
I hope that happens. One, because I'm an Anthony Joshua fan, but two, after the way Deontay lost, I'm really not interested in seeing a part 3 between him and Fury. I'm
really?
Not. Yeah, no. Because we already know how the storyline goes either way. Either Fury beats him again by outboxing him,
Or he gets.
or Deontay knocks him out in one punch. We already know how it goes, but we know who the better boxer is.
Uh-huh.
You know, Deontay Wilder's right now probably the most electrifying man in sports right now. But we know that's what you can do, and I'm not interested in seeing it. You're not as good as Fury.
I think if they fight a third time, I think Fury wins. Fury has the he has the instructions, he has the cheat codes on how to beat Wilder. He just showed it to us.
He has the chin for it too.
He does, exactly. So I think obviously if he gets caught, he gets caught. But I mean that's boxing.
Anybody.
Yeah, if anybody gets caught, they get caught. Game over.
Yeah, and
But-
I hope nobody takes this the wrong way. It's not like we're trying to bash on Deontay Wilder. I still want to see him and Anthony Joshua, and I would like to see him, against the winner of Joshua Fury. But right now, the next fight be a rematch. No, I really don't care for part 3 right now.
I respect that.
Talking about respect, I need to shout out my boy right quick. While he was in the league, I was never a fan. Never a fan. Yeah, I always thought he was a crybaby. I always thought he didn't do well under pressure. He just wasn't that guy to get you over the hill. And then he retired. And once he retires, you look at all his statistics, all his accolades, and everything he's done. It's like, wow, you know what? You did have a good career. For as much as people want to bash on you, you did have a good career. And then he starts his second career as an analyst for CBS. And he breaks down games. I'm talking about the one and only Tony Romo. And he's really good at it, too.
Yeah.
I think he's really good at it. Well, my boy just re-signed a contract with CBS, and he's getting $17 million a year. So
Nice.
respect, Tony Romo. Go ahead and get that bag.
Get that bag.
Get that.
He's getting
bag,
paid
boy.
more than he got paid as a fucking quarterback.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if
in
that's
his latter-
true,
in his
but
latter-
towards the end
days.
for sure.
Yeah.
And then I saw Michael Thomas, the receiver for the Saints, come out, and he was upset. He's like, this guy shouldn't get paid more than any of the players. And I was like, Michael Thomas, shut up. Let Tony Romo get his bag, dog. I can't stand when people watch someone else's pockets. Like, what you mad for, dog? He's doing him. He's hustling. Let him get his bread, dog. It has nothing to do with
Literally
you.
nothing.
It doesn't affect you feeding your family. Leave him the fuck alone, dog. Also, Michael Thomas, you're one of the highest paid wide receivers in the league. Shut the fuck up. And Drew Brees has built your career to this point. You're great, Michael Thomas, but Drew Brees has built your career to this point.
Damn, you went at his head.
Eat a dick. Eat a dick. I don't want to hear comments from you. Now, if it was... No. I don't care. I don't care who the fuck says it. Eat a dick.
No.
Leave Tony Romo alone. And I'm not even a Tony Romo fan like that.
Uh-huh.
But I just don't like that shit. You acting like a fucking female gossiping, making comments about somebody else's paper, dog. That's what I got to say about that, dog. Be a man. Now, let's talk about the NBA, Daniel.
Let's do it.
The Los Angeles Lakers, 45-12. Danny, that's good enough for
First in the West.
first in the West. Right now, they're 8 games ahead of the second seed, and the second seed is a tie between the Nuggets and Clippers. And the Clippers just bodied the Nuggets last night. They had like a 30-point margin of victory. It was something ridiculous like that. Now, you have to do that over a 7-game series, so that's going to be interesting how that plays out. But right now, I think the Lakers are pretty comfortable with about 25 games left in the season. They should have no worries. They're going to be okay finishing out first. Today they're playing the Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are 28-31. That's good enough for 8th in the West. Look, Memphis, I've talked about them a lot on this show, especially because I'm a fan of John Morant. They're a hungry team with a bunch of potential, but I feel like they've kind of hit their ceiling at this point. I think for the remainder of the season, they're not going to get much better. And I think if anything, they're going to start to backtrack a little bit.
Interesting.
Just because they're such a young team and they're used to, a lot of those guys are used to the college season, which
Much
by
shorter.
now would be over for them. And they have another 30 games left, and they're going to be in a dogfight for that last playoff spot. I hope they get in, but I don't think they do. Tomorrow we're taking on the New Orleans Pelicans.
Yep, again.
Again.
Yeah.
Yo, Zion Williamson is fun to watch, huh?
Yeah. a
Is
little bit.
is that the most fun team to watch in the NBA right now?
I think so.
It's hard to
It's hard to
not
say
pick
not
them.
to not. Yeah.
One,
everything.
because of Zion Williamson. 2, because of the tremendous leap that Brandon Ingram has had this year. And then Lonzo staying healthy.
Lonzo's healthy. Josh Hart's there.
Yeah, for sure. The Pelicans are 28-33. They're 2 games behind the 8th seed, so they're right there sitting at 9.
Yep.
I think that might be the team to sneak in.
I agree.
Um, yeah, to think that the Pelicans are gonna make the playoffs with Zion Williamson missing so much time, but then again, they're gonna if they make it in, they're gonna be 1 or 2 games above 500. They're gonna be like borderline in there, and they're gonna have a dogfight between them, Memphis, and Portland, because I believe Portland's tied for that 9 seed too.
Yes, they are.
And you got Carmelo Anthony, dog. The Mello Show, dog.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, he played next to Dame time. He
He is.
Obviously, we know who's the top dog on that team, but Carmelo's bringing experience to that team, dog. He's giving the Trailblazers good minutes.
He is.
There's a lot of guys in the league who don't give good minutes. Carmelo, even on nights he doesn't light up the stat sheet, he's giving them good minutes. He's giving them a good run. Tuesday, we're taking on the 76ers. 76ers are 37-23. That's 5th in the East. I was figuring they were going to finish a little bit higher than 5th. Obviously, we have 25 games left. We'll see how it goes, but they're starting to get plagued with injuries. They have Embiid has a shoulder injury. Simmons has a back injury. They're both out for at least a week and a half before they get reevaluated, and we'll see how it goes with them. So they're probably going to miss the game against us. But they are playoff tested team at this point. They're lacking a little bit of leadership, and you have teams like Boston. You have teams like Toronto that are just starting to fine tune what they're doing now. And they're gonna play at a high caliber for the rest of the season. So if you're the 76ers, you want home court advantage in the playoffs. So you wanna maybe you try to take that spot from Miami. Just because Miami hit a bit of a skid. Miami's a good team, but they hit a bit of a skid. I think a 3-4 game losing streak. So you want to keep up with teams like that. No one's catching Milwaukee, but you want to keep up with teams like that. I told you yesterday I think Milwaukee's winning 70 games this year.
That's yeah.
You think that's a hot take?
That's a lot of games, bro.
It is a lot of games.
It's a lot of games. It's a lot. I mean, that means they would lose 4 games
of their remaining 23 games.
23?
They don't lose 4.
And I was looking at the schedule, and like they got the Heat. Like they have tough teams, but I don't know. I think maybe they hit 68.
I mean, to this point, they've only lost 8 games. They're still single-digit losses.
I think they're gonna start resting their players too towards the end.
That's true. But honestly, the fact that I'm so confident in it is what makes me not see it as a hot take. Like I don't think it's crazy. I think they're gonna get 70.
That's crazy.
Good for them, man.
Good for them
because that franchise had a skid where they were terrible for a long time.
Yeah.
So shout out to Giannis. Before we get out of here, you got anything you want to say to the people, Danny?
Like, subscribe, comment. What the fuck else do people do?
I don't know.
Post notification and share.
You know what? I didn't mean to end that episode so abruptly, but it's Saturday the 29th, man. I got stuff to do. I got to get on my shit.
I
You
forget
feel me?
that you trying to be productive today.
Latino Heritage Day, baby.
Is it? That's wait. So today doesn't count for Black History Month because it's an extra day.
Hey, man. If you ask Garrett, shit ain't been counting for the last week, so I don't know, man.
That's true.
And I didn't say that. Garrett said that.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's Garrett Thomas. Just say G on IG.
Just say G on IG.
You can go give him all the flack.
Give him all the flack.
I'm just reporting the news, dog. That's all I do. Okay.
Hey, you know what he told me too?
What did he tell you?
He told me today. He goes, "Hey, can I get traded to you guys?"
You know what?
Yeah.
I'll gladly take Garrett.
I told him I was like, let me talk to my people.
Yeah.
We'll see, and we can see.
We could work out a trade because we need some taller figures on our side.
Yeah.
How tall is Garrett? He's like 6'2".
He's like 6'2". Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll take Garrett.
It'll make our average heights a little bit better.
I don't know what we can give back though.
Who could we give back?
You know what? Y'all can take Chihuahuas. I hate claiming Chihuahuas as fucking Hispanic dogs.
I hate Chihuahuas.
Yeah, so y'all can take Chihuahuas.
Yeah. What else can we trade?
I'm
trying to think.
I was gonna say champurrado, but nah, y'all can't have champurrado.
Y'all can have I don't like mole.
I can't. It depends who makes it.
Really?
Also, we're going down this track of bullshit. So let's leave all this shit alone, man. Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode. This is the Saturday Spectacular, known as February 29th. As always, we appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week.
Deuces.